Eagle Mountain Saginaw ISD is a vibrant, fast-growth school district that is known for a strong community, world-class educators, and personalized opportunities for each of its 22,481 students. A testament to this reputation is the more than 1,000 students who move into the district every year. As our area continues to grow, the district is on track to increase enrollment to about 40,000 students within the next 2 decades. To prepare for these students to arrive and to support those already in our schools, the district proposes bond referendums for the community's voters to consider. In November 2017, voters approved a $524.7 million bond referendum that resulted in new facilities for student enrollment growth, renovations in every facility in the district, safety and security upgrades, and the purchase of land for new schools. Since the passage of the 2017 bond, much of the bond program has been completed. There are a few projects remaining, the largest of which being Eagle Mountain High School. The district's fourth and final comprehensive high school is weeks from breaking ground and is set to open in August of 2024. In addition, a new elementary school, this makes number 18, replacement of the district's first middle school, Wayside Middle School, and other smaller projects are already in the planning stages. We are proud that the projects already completed were delivered within scheduled timelines and budget parameters. As we look ahead in EMS ISD, we are continuing our future-focused facility planning to prepare for the increase of student enrollment that we are all experiencing. Asking voters to consider a bond proposal through an election is just the first step in the process for a school district. Once a bond proposal is approved, the district then must finance construction of the projects included in the proposal. In order to do this, the following elements are important to track: bond interest rates, taxable assessed values of property in the school district, and construction prices of the various projects. Based on a combination of these factors, bond projects are spread out over several years to ensure that the district has the cash flow to manage the expenses of construction. In some cases, the timeline for beginning those projects will be several years after the initial approval of the bond by voters. In the last 18 months, we have all experienced increased costs for goods and services, and the construction market is no different. COVID-19 has had a dramatic effect on construction prices locally and throughout the country. Supply lines of various products, including construction materials like steel, copper, and lumber, have resulted in increased costs that are, in some cases, significant. Inflation is always accounted for when a bond project is priced. However, the effect of COVID-19 has now made inflationary costs more pronounced, with an unprecedented increase in construction expenses. With these factors in mind, EMS ISD continues to prepare for the increase of student enrollment growth that is underway and projected to continue for the foreseeable future. A planning committee consisting of community members representing parents, business leaders, and local organizations was formed to provide a recommendation for addressing future growth. Over several meetings, they reviewed the current status of our bond program, enrollment growth and projections, status of facilities, and the effect of COVID inflation on current and future projects. The committee then did the difficult work of setting priorities, which resulted in a recommendation for new schools to address enrollment growth, purchase of land for future facilities, replacements or updates of inadequate systems, and a focus on completing existing bond projects by addressing COVID inflation. The committee presented these priorities to the EMS ISD School Board, which approved the recommendation and called an election for May 7, 2022 for a $275 million referendum. The proposed 2022 bond program includes the following categories: Elementary 19 and Elementary 20. The locations of these new schools have not been finalized. However, the district either owns property or is in the process of purchasing properties in new neighborhoods for these schools. Land purchases. EMS ISD leaders throughout the years have been proactive in purchasing land for future facilities before developments are completed. This allows the district to take advantage of lower prices for undeveloped property. We would continue that practice to prepare for schools to come in the future. Replacing and updating inadequate systems. The 2017 bond included updates at many of our schools that addressed heating and air conditioning, flooring, roofing, lighting, and public address systems. The 2022 bond would continue to update those facilities that are scheduled to have these types of operational systems addressed. COVID inflation. As shared earlier in this presentation, COVID-19 has had a dramatic effect on construction prices locally and throughout the country. With this portion of the proposed 2022 bond program, EMS ISD remains committed to completing all projects identified in the 2017 bond program. Because of the high level of variability in construction prices, the 2022 bond is a shorter term with fewer total projects than has been customary in our most recent bond programs. The 2022 bond proposal does not require a tax rate increase to support it. If approved by voters, the bond projects would be funded by increases in property values along with the additional taxes generated from new residential and commercial construction now and in the future. It's important to remember that EMS ISD does not set the value of your home. Those decisions are made by the Tarrant Appraisal District. New construction and rising property values are estimated to generate enough additional tax revenues that the school district can complete the 2022 bond program without raising the tax rate or tapping into the district's daily operational budget that funds salaries, supplies, utilities, and other operating expenses. In addition to their recommendation for 2022, the Bond Planning Committee members also identified capital improvement priorities they would like considered in future bonds, including additional facility renovations and replacements. These priorities will be included for consideration for bond programs in the near future. Early voting in the May 2022 election begins April 25th and continues through May 3rd. Election Day is Saturday, May 7th, 2022. We encourage eligible voters in our community to educate themselves on all items being proposed and to participate in the process by casting a ballot. For more information about the EMS ISD bond program and the 2022 bond referendum, please visit us online at emsisd.com/2022bond. Additionally, a topic area dedicated to questions about the proposed bond program has been created in the district's online Let's Talk system. Please submit any questions you have, and we will get back to you with answers as soon as possible. Thank you for your time and consideration of this information.